This new age of social media has created, a sort of void in our day-to-day life, where like once we open, say, Instagram and we are scrolling through reels, before you know it, an hour has passed by. What is it that you ended up with is nothing. You just watched a bunch of random clips. Some may be funny, some may be relatable, some may be something that is completely unrelated to your life. It's just something that keeps us so attracted. This short 1 minute to 30-second video clips, and it is a general thing, like whether you are watching these or you are making these, you are so engrossed with these numbers, especially if you are on the creator side, whether it is like, why my numbers not going up, why are people not liking my content, and this takes a toll on a lot of your mental health. Well, to talk about this topic, I have with me as a guest is Mitanshu Kawlekar, who is the founder and admin of MaicheKazar. MaicheKazar is one of the topmost meme pages here in Goa with over 65,000 followers. And Mitanshu has been through it from the start and he is still in this. And just to ask him how exactly is his experience and his view on this thing. So Mitanshu, thanks for coming again on the show. So this whole numbers game, when you post a picture, whether it is personally or as a meme page admin, you see like the likes, whether it is 10, 20, 100, thousands. How does this really take a toll on a person, like, when you either post a meme or a photo of yourself? How is it that, it keeps you engrossed, like, when your numbers aren't what you thought they would be?
So they are affecting, for me at least. Not at the moment, I do not think about it much, but back then when we were, when we had started or we were at our peak, and when used to just we used to put our efforts and times, and that I've told you, आणि आम्ही एक बरो मीम करतालो, इतलो चित्ताले आणि एक करताले इतलो हे घालून, used to edit, and if it did not get much reach, दूख जाताले, because of course we are doing something, we are doing it for you, and तुम्हीच शेअर करना, तुम्हीच लाईक करना जाल्यार आमकां बरें दिसचें ना, of course. Plus getting negative comments like this is not good meme or whatever, वायट दिसता. That's the only thing of you being a content creator that would affect your mental health, because you've been doing this for a long time and you're doing it for the people. You're earning something, but it's minimal. I don't think so. You content creators, I think general content creators, at least on Instagram and all, they are not earning much. Those big content creators are definitely getting a lot of money, but those like us will get sometimes when there's someone who wants an ad or something. That is when we'll earn something. So these people like our Goan content creators, they sudha paita jalyar, even them, they're trying, they're going out, they're making a reel of it, they're editing it, they're thinking about it, it's a script, it's like a short, very very small miniature film. You have to write a script, you have to think about it, you have to act in it, you have to shoot it, you have to post it, you have to think of a caption, you have to a lot of things, then you have to little edits, then you have to put subtitles and all. So it's a lot of it's work, of course. For a 30-second video, it will take you about an hour, at least an hour.
Yes,
of course, an hour or two at least. So even after that, you're putting it out and you're not getting good numbers, you're not getting good views, it will hurt you, of course. So yeah, that will take a toll on your mental health. And us being so much into social media that we are almost like whole day, at least if you're not working, if you're not sleeping or having even while having food, there are people who are like scrolling through Instagram. If you're on a bus, you're traveling, you're scrolling through Instagram or social media, YouTube. So social media has taken a lot of to be honest, stay away from social media, delete it. WhatsApp
this is very rare, like to hear someone who's running one of the biggest meme pages telling people to stay away from social media.
Social media is really bad unless you are one of the smartest people and you are a creator and you consume less and you consume the right things, then social media is like the best for you. You know what to consume, you know that it is not affecting your mental health, because as someone who's gone through it, I've seen people who are like posting. Of course, there are people who are like more privileged than me. So they are traveling, they are going abroad, they have big cars, they have Benz and BMWs and आमच्याकडे 800 something like that. So it does affect you. You start comparing yourself. So which is like the worst thing, because you're like, why is my life like this? I mean, these people are enjoying. These people are, traveling, going abroad, driving big cars, living in big homes. They're wearing branded clothing. So of course it will, you'll get a bit jealous. You'll get, you'll compare like, why is my life like this? Why do not I have so much like they do have? But what we do not also see is that not all of them that post on their social media is the truth. Let's say this car is from, it's not his car, it's someone
friend's car or something.
Okay, and maybe they have a lot of loans, and they are still like maybe they are one of those. But like these people, not everyone knows, what the actual truth is. So whatever you post on social media is not the, the actual thing. Most of the time it's fake. So it takes a toll on, people consuming it. Because of course we, compare. And other than that, if you can, choose, if you know what to watch, then I think social media is good for you. Other than that, what we do, even me, if I have to do something, I'm picking up my phone, I want to do something, or I have some work, and I just open Instagram by mistake, or my work is on Instagram. Other than, handling MaicheKazar, I'm handling another client's social media. So I have to go post there. So instead of posting, I'll just see someone's meme or a reel, I'll open it.
Then you're stuck in that whole loop.
First 30 seconds. If it's good, I'll watch it again. Then I'll just swipe once and I'm gone. I'm lost in the void. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. I'm just watching reels infinitely. I'm just watching reels or memes or content. I'm just lost in that. Then after some time it will strike me, Baba, tujhe kaam asla kaam ulla, te kar. I'm like, I'll look at the time. I think 1 hour, ek hour down gaya. I was just scrolling, senseless scrolling on Instagram, just consuming content. Then so that will of course take a toll on you. And these companies like Instagram and social media, त्यांचे कामच ते to keep you engrossed
in it. That's how they make
money. So, and they know what you would want to see. So they know the algorithm from whatever you've seen before, whatever you liked before, wherever you commented, whatever you shared, the algorithm works perfectly. So it will give you what you want to see. Let's say I like cats. So I'll get cats video. And I'll keep them sharing, and the algorithm knows eka cats some cats avadta. So it will give you more cat content, and I'll keep searching. I'll just go through memes and cat content of vehicle something. Let's say some what are those auto pages? Those who talk about cars and bikes. So I'll get those. I'll keep reading about it. I'll scroll. I'll get a cat. I'll watch that. I'll scroll. I'll get a meme. I'll see that, and I'm just lost in that void. And so are most of the people these days.
No, this even I agree, because even like before getting to work, if I'm like there, before I know it, like it is already, I have to leave like 10 minutes ago, I'm still on reels. Like it is very like, engrossing, and you don't realize, that's the worst part. You don't realize when you started and like how long you've been doing it for. But like looking at the current way, like how social media is, back then also we had Instagram, we had Facebook. But back then it was more of post. We had just one, you had your one wall in Facebook, they should call it your wall, where you would post stuff. But now this reel, shorts, this kind of, even YouTube has started it, right? This reel and shorts. Do you think it has kind of, diluted the content making, in the sense that, especially like for YouTube, say, you'd either have to make like a really long video, 2-3 minutes, but now you're limited to 30 seconds to a minute. Like you had these Vines earlier. Vines was something that people appreciated, saying that you had to convey a whole story in like a few seconds.
7 seconds.
Yeah, 7 seconds. But now you have like a minute. But do you think this 1 minute thing is something that is more harder for the creators to do than compared to like a normal video?
I think this all started with Vines.
Yeah, initially Vines was something that
thing,
really...
this TikTok, Reels, short thing started by Vines. But Vines was actually had, they were good content creators, and I don't know, I didn't use Vines much, but as far as I know, it actually had some good content creators. But like Vines as a company, I think they messed up. So that's why it shut down. But this is what, TikTok, I think it was Musically also
was there,
It was TikTok, was Musically.
Basically TikTok, it was initially
Musically, So they took it, and it was started with, Musically was just dancing with music, short, and this is I think I've read this somewhere that psychologically or something, so the कितें म्हणटा तेका तो attention span असता तो it's something it's become something 15 seconds or something 7 सेकंड काय कितें तरी जाला आता. So वायनाचे असलेले तितलेच. So people do not want to watch long videos now. They are like आता for example like I've told you that we just keep on scrolling, so we need to watch a lot of things in a shorter period of time. आता मी एक्झामीक कशें युट्यूबार रातचे बसताले आनी टू टायम्स स्पीड करताले आनी सगळो जाता तितले व्हिडिओ पळोवपाक ट्राय करताले, समथींग लायक दॅट. सो वी नो आमचे कडेन टायम कमी आसा, बट स्टील वी वॉन्ट टू वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स in that limited period of time.
Also, like, you know, when you say like this creators do put their time in, but you also have this other side of reels and all, like where you have trending stuff. Whether it is one song and a dance that has gone viral, and like I have seen this on the street, driving my car on the side, people dancing on the road. They'll put the camera on the car, they have the small tripods and like they dance. But these trends, like, you know, each one trying to get their content out there, and they'll share it and they'll ask their friends to repost it. Even your page, I'm pretty sure people ask for shout outs. How do you see that whole rat race in that sort of, you know, to grab more attention, to get those more views and numbers? How do you see that kind of, you know, dragging people away from their reality? Like, you know, it's real life. This is something that's happening online. It's not going to make you anything, you know, like bring good change to your life. It is something that's happening online unless that's your career. So how do you see this thing as a creator, a meme page creator who has a big account?
So no, if it's a good trend, no, even I'll follow it. If people want to dance, let them dance. I don't mind, you know. सांगपाक म्हटल्यार I've seen a lot of people who call themselves roasters or whatever. They're just bullying people because they're dancing. I think there's one Goan guy who does that. There are people dancing, so we do not, you've seen on MK that we do not, you know, if people are trending, they're following trend, they're dancing, let them dance. तुका कित्याक पडला तेंका करूनी जाय ते, तू आपल्याक तेंका वायट म्हणून आपल्याक शाणो समजता. I mean, we have, you know, targeted a lot of people. हांव म्हणना ना म्हणना, आमी तशें तुका जोक जातलो न्ही, we have not bullied people. Okay, and it is like people let them dance, trend करता न्ही करूनी, it's good, no, like those that Badal Barsa visually. There's the two girls dancing. No, it is very attractive. I don't know. हांव 3 वरां सुद्दां पळोवपी दिसता म्हाका, because that music, that song is nice, and these people they're dancing. No, it's very nice. It's very attractive to watch. So ते लोक पण आपूण ट्राय करपाक सोदता, करूनी न्ही लोकांक. म्हाका like for me at least I do not mind people keeping up with trends, and it should be like you should not expect anything from that. It should be you're following a trend, you're just making it for fun. So you should not expect, you know, a lot of likes. If it is actually good, it will get likes. Okay.
But that is obvious for any content. Whether if it is good, it will generally people will share.
I think if you're following a trend, do not do it for the sake of likes. If you're following a trend, you're making content. There are two types of content creators. Ones who do for, you know, likes and this. Ones who are actually doing because they want to do it. The other content creators, they want to tell their story, or they want to show how ashe karta. So they do not care about the number of likes, and eventually the people who do this, they just want to make content, they are making good content, they will get good followers and they will get a good base. But unlike the people who are just doing it for the numbers and doing it to get you know, attention. So this is what I believe. This is my thought.
Also, this other thing, like, you know, these influencers, like, you know, we saw this whole boom of influencers all of a sudden. There are many good. I follow a lot of these influencers who I rely on to plan my trips, whether to go somewhere or, you know, what exactly there is to do in a place. But there are also these certain aspects. We've seen this in Goa, where they will go to a waterfall. They will say this is a hidden waterfall, and they will put the location in the caption. And you wait for a month or two, that place, like one of this was Satre. So Satre, like, you know, initially was a very hidden. It was not very well known. And then there were videos of like crowds, people on the trail, like there was no place to walk. So what is your whole view on this, you know, when you want to get views, what is that boundary that, you know, some social responsibility has to be there. This is something you also understood. So what exactly is your view on this?
To be honest, I do not think much about this, because see, if I was a travel influencer, I do want to tell people also so jago asani khaya asate. Why will I be a travel influencer and hide the place? Okay, if it's somewhere, if it's a hidden gem म्हणटा आणि मागीर hidden gem तू म्हणटा पण मागीर तो कमेंट्सान लोक सांगता खंय आसा ते. So finally someone will tell you खंय आसा, or you will share it to some friend. Someone will know hidden gem गोंयांत रावता तुका खबर आसतलें खंय आसा तें, कोणाक तरी खबर आसतलें. For example, now that sweet lake न्ही ती हरमला आसा ती आरंबोल, sweet water lake. Back then when I was a kid, कोण नासतालो थंय. I've been there, I've swam in that, but कोण ना, it was just me, my dad, my cousin, just 3 of us in the whole
area.
Okay, now they have कितें म्हणटा ते
beach beds and the shacks and everything.
सगळे they have commercialized it. पयलीं तेन्ना ना, like once people get to know about this is a good spot, of course people want to be there. And now it is commercialized and still there are people going there. पयलीं काय ना, it was very serene, it was very नुस्तें बारीक नुस्तें आसतालें भितर, like न्हावपाक मजा येताली थंय, आनी कोण आसनासलो, quite less people, no one there. So but आता ते कमर्शलाइज जाला, लोक गर्दी करतालेच न्ही, what do you expect? But yeah, गर्दी करा, पूण एक मस्ती करनाका आनी कचरो करनाका. Too important. Okay, everyone wants to see that place.
Yeah.
So travel influencers will do that thing. So it is your responsibility. If you want to go there, you go there. If you don't want to go there, you don't go there. You want to म्हणजे अशें protect करपाक जाय, तुका दिसता. Because I have seen these people, travel influencers ते target करता. And these are the same people who go there and they're hidden gem म्हणून घालता. Like now you're also doing it. At least you'll have 100-200 followers तरी आसतले, ते तरी लोक पळयतलेच तुजे. Okay, so तू कितें बरें करता? Like you're targeting those travel influencers. So you're also doing the same thing, no? So you choose to don't give a damn about it. तू वचनाका थंय. तू कित्याक वयता? Like
agreed. Also now coming back to your whole page, like apart from the whole humor, the meme aspect of it, you have a huge base. So how is it that MaicheKazar is kind of making use of this base? Because it's very apparent, like you all have a lot of these posts asking for blood and like you all have this donation camps and all. So what exactly is it that MaicheKazar is doing right now apart from the humor aspect?
Yeah. So at the moment we are starting with the Kuti Chav. I think you've seen that.
Yeah.
The story on story we put news bulletins, putting the headlines of news. So it is like you remember back in school assembly, there was this guy who used to read the newspaper.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but this is for the masses. So it was just like most of the things that just take this माझ्या तकले नेता ने हांव करता ते. This is some things that strike me and I do it and they happen to be good. So this was one thing that I started and I tried it and it's working. And I'm getting it is sponsored by Kakulo, so I'm getting paid for it. People are reading it and I've got a lot of good positive comments from it, and I was very happy with that because people have actually they've made efforts to amka sangpak.
Yeah, that
we
it
are
is
putting
good
it every day.
working.
They have made efforts to say this is good, I read this every day, but it is helping me. I just go through this and I know what is happening today. So what we do is we take newspaper old content सकाळचो येता तो सगळ्या न्यूजपेपराचे कंटेंट काडटा आमी. If it's the same thing, we put it in our own words, and some newspapers cover some things, some newspapers don't. So we choose which are like the most important ones and we put it there. So we have this local, national, international and sports like we used to have back in school.
Yeah.
So right now 4 asa, maybe in the future maybe we'll add more, we will put another story and maybe something on business, tech or entertainment also if possible. But it is going well and I'm happy that I started this. So and other than that, what we have done, we have helped a lot of people. So sadhya we are doing crowdfunding for any patients they want blood donation ache, missing people, missing pets, or कोण pets कोणाचे शेणला, or pet adoption or something like that, general social work, whatever we can do, beach cleanups, we promote it. We do it from ourselves. We have also organized a lot of those. We have organized a lot of clothes donation, orphanage donation for orphanages and old age homes, and when people need help, for example CRPF आणि ते फ्लड आसाम फ्लड केले तेन्ना सुद्धा आमी आमचे पयशे स्वता घालून लायक लोकांचे पयशे घेवन आमी डोनेशन दिलेले. So तशें एक बारीक social work आमचे चालू आसता.
There was this other thing also, like where I think you have given a talk on this whole social media, this
mental health,
media memes and something.
Yes.
So what was all that about? Because I've not studied all that, what exactly that event was.
So this is in Goa. in the Goa College of Home Science. So in Home Science, they had called us because they had a topic on advertisement and memes. So the professor there, she called us and she said, "Can you give us a?" We had gone to meet her for some other thing, but she said, I'm a professor at Goa College of Home Science. So you're doing memes, no? Why don't you give us a talk on it? It's like, okay, this is new for me. Like, why not? Opportunity मेटा नहीं करपा किराला. So yes, so she said, give a meme. Give a presentation, give a talk. So yeah, we made a presentation. I made slides. It was the first time I was doing it. So yeah, it went good. So it was on memes, media, and society. So we talked how memes started and how the effects, like I've told you in the previous video, we've talked about it, how it affects our mental health, and how it is a boon, how it is a bane also. So the both things side of the social media, how it is for content creators and how you can use it for the betterment of the people, the society, for your benefits. So we've talked about that, and it was a success. It was a successful event. So yeah, that was about it.
How important do you think is this at the education level? Like, now it's like, it was so weird to me that knowing that the newer generation does not know a life without internet, without social media. At least we, like, at our age, we grew up without the internet. It was like only till like 9-10 standard where we started getting internet. Even then it was expensive. You had like MBs, like you could just send like SMSs to communicate. But now if you see, I have met children who don't know life without internet. You take away Instagram, Facebook, they are like, what do I do now?
And te burge, you've seen them, no? What do you call that? iPad kids. They're called iPad kids, no? They think पुढे जाय and ते बरेता. हाव कोई आजी भी इनका बरेता and इनका फोनार कितरी जाते हैं नालता रडपाक लगता है जेवना.
But how do you think that that attention span, the communication, like striking up a real conversation with someone?
It's gonna be worse for them.
It's gonna be worse. We already suffered that social anxiety.
We being got into this social media. I have been very late into it. I think I got my phone, but I did not have a proper internet plan. But I was paying something 650-700 for 1 month. This was before MK. I used to pay 650-700 for 1 GB per month. This was my postpaid plan. So ते होतं आम्ही दवरताले थोडे करून दिसाचे तो फोनार येत आलो न्ही लिमिट सो मागीर बंद करताले नेट.
Okay, also about mental health, like, you have given talks, you have been very outspoken about this whole mental health issue. So what has all that been about? Like, why is it that you're so like fighting to get people aware about what mental health is?
So me, I've been through, a lot of mental. I had bad mental health. I've gone through depression. I have ADHD for that matter, so I know how it is like. So ADHD has induced depression and anxiety. So I had anxiety, ADHD, and depression since my birth, but I didn't know it was. I did not go check it out until I think my 12th standard or something. That's when I came to know that I have ADHD and hence depression and anxiety. So as someone who has a bad mental health, I thought ki, let's help people. So what had happened was that I was thinking about having something, and I talked to a friend about it in college, and there was a senior, so he told me that even she wanted to do something like that. So I go and we talk about it, and I think and then sometime later, I guess, this one guy who had committed suicide in our hostel.
GC.
Yeah. So back then, and I think we had talked to our principal about having some mental health thing. So he contacted us, and he said, "Ki hamara counselor, like he only fainted itself looking at the guy." So he said, "Ye mental health talk karo," or something like that. So we called a psychiatrist from the first session. We called a psychiatrist from Madgaon, and she had a good talk. So we had about 150 people who attended it, and it was actually good. It came on the newspaper itself. And then another year later, we called another. The principal said, "Ki have another talk, and please have a new He told us to get a new counselor for the college." So we called her. We had a good session again. It was just awareness, mental health awareness, and the principal thought she's the perfect one to be appointed as the counselor. So yeah, so we appointed our college ka counselor, and I was going to therapy for her, and then COVID happened, and then it stopped.
Everything stopped.
So yeah, this is how. And even this was, I guess, this came on the newspaper. So yeah, it was an achievement for us.
So, like, what other things have you achieved, like, like over the recent, like, over the past, say, a decade, ever since you've been in college? What are these achievements that you've, like, really, like, where you think to yourself, like, I've done this?
Me, personally, my achievements are through MK, one, or something that is related because of MK. So I did my graduation in engineering, ते म्हाका खूब पडलें कशें तरी जालें. And through MK has gotten us a lot of fame. I became a local celebrity. Even I didn't intend to, but I was local celebrity. Lok पळयताले, and they were like, thought of us as a local celebrity. And सगळे मागीर मितांशू कोण म्हणून MK माची. Even professors in college MaicheKazar म्हणपाक लागले. फकाणा taunt करताले, but it became a brand. MaicheKazar wasn't a meme page anymore.
It became a sort of brand.
It became a brand. It became a youth brand. So yeah, like that we were invited for parties, or invitations येवपाक लागले खूब. That's why we met a lot of celebrities as well. For example, we met first time, we were just, I think first year of MaicheKazar, we met Scarlet Rose for an event. And then last time I met this, we were called for this India Bike Fest.
India Bike Week.
So there I met a lot of these moto journalists, or auto journalists and all. It was a good thing, MaicheKazar has given us. Plus achievements, I'd say a lot of times we've been mentioned in newspapers and news channels. A lot of Goan news channels. So that is a big achievement. Plus, because of the good things we have done, we have got again, newspaper mentions or TV kela. For example, COVIDan help kele. COVIDan, I personally went and distributed stuff to our neighborhood.
This I remember. You used to post pictures of your car dicky with like food packets.
Yeah.
This
so
I
they sudha ille newspaper achir. And then 2021, I was included in Goa's top 50 Goans of 2021 for Goan Insider. So it was a big achievement for me back then. So अशें बारीक आसा सगळें सांगपाक म्हाका याद ना, but तशें like these small achievements for me have been through MK. So yeah.
Again, I'm so sorry, but we're running out of time. We only have a half an hour slot, and I really do hope to see you again on the show very soon again. So thank you again for coming on the show, and we will see you soon again.
Okay. Yes.
And keep watching GOA365.